For all University of Kentucky sports, the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and it starts right now.
BVN, what's going on, guys? This is your host, Mike. Appreciate you guys jumping in, watching the show. This is going to be one of them real fun, quick shows that I do. I've been out walking, and when you walk a lot of things tend to be on your mind. So I'm definitely going to be just. This is just some. I'm going to give you guys just one of my crazy thoughts. So this is crazy, and I'm not sure if I'm all by myself or not, but just sticking there with me and see where I'm going with this. So we look at the Kentucky basketball team right now. If it's anything from the coaches, from the players that we don't have, that we do have, and for me, it's like putting together a great recipe. And it's a recipe that you know, that you cook, that you understand. So for me, the easiest recipe that I can come up with was was using spaghetti, and I like spaghetti, and we all know how to fix spaghetti. So it's fairly easy for us to fix it. For me, I don't know what you guys' recipe is, but for me, for my spaghetti, I gotta have my ground beef. Of course, you need water. You need the noodles. You need your sauce. For me, I like to have pepperoni, and I like to have Hillshire Farm sausage cut up into small pieces, put into it. Thanks, babe, for making that happen for me. I love you for that. But these are my recipes, and we know what we need to make a great team. We understand that. So we get ready. So we get ready to go fix our spaghetti, and we look in the cabinets and the drawers or whatever, and we don't have those things that we need. No problem. So what do? We go to the store, i.e., transfer portal or recruiting or whatever. And here's the problem that we're running into with Coach Pope. Coach Pope is not a Bill Self. He's not a John Calipari. He's not a Dan Hurley. He's not these big time coaches. So the problem that we're running into is we know the store to go to. We know what ingredients that we want. We know what looks good to us. The problem is by the time we get to the store, because we had stoplights, we had traffic accidents, we had just so many different things that was in the way. In the meantime, these big time coaches are getting to the store, and they're getting all the right, I want a ripe tomato, I want a ripe onion, I want all the right stuff as soon as it comes off, as soon as it comes to the store. That's the kind of stuff that I want. And unfortunately, we're not really getting that. So we need these special ingredients to be able to put together a special team. We just can't get there, and we can't get them because the other coaches are out there getting it. And it doesn't. So that means that the recipes, or that the ingredients that we get, they may take a couple of more months to groom. They might take a little bit longer before they become available that we can actually use it. And I think that's kind of where our fan base is at right, or I think that's where the team is at right now. Is that the transfer portal is full of players. That's not the issue. The stores have enough recipes out there for everybody. Unfortunately, we don't get there to get the stuff up front, and I think that's the problem that Kentucky basketball is having right now. Is that we have pieces in places, or we have what we need out there. Can we go get it? And as a fan, I like to sit here and say all the time, "Oh, just be patient. Don't. This is not a microwave issue. We can't just pop in and just get what we want, and the team is developed." But sometimes, as a fan, and I'm just like you guys, as a fan, I want to see something. Like, give me a good ripe tomato, something that I know that's going to be a big ingredient to me fixing what it is I want. And unfortunately, we're not having that, and we're not seeing that as a fan base, and we get kind of discouraged. I do. I know we got one recruit this past week, but as we all know, one recruit can't win a ball game for you. I don't care how good they are. And I'm not in panic mode because I don't think I will be in panic mode because I'm okay with the time that it's taken. But if I can't go to the store and if I can't get good ingredients, or I can't even go there and even make it to the store to get the ingredients, to me, ah, that's kind of depleting sometimes because I'm driving as fast as I can. I'm trying to go to these stores to get these pieces, i.e., transfer portal. I got to bring these ingredients into my locker room because if I don't get the ingredients if I don't get the players or the ingredients into my locker room, then I can't cook. I can't form a good pot of spaghetti so I can give it out to others. And that's where we are at as fans right now is can we get the ingredients needed? Can Pope get the ingredients needed with the help of his staff? It looks like that the guys are maybe almost official to be announced. I think I saw something today that where it was almost announcing that these guys was definitely going to be on the staff next year. But until we can actually go and get these players that can come on campus and play basketball for Kentucky. I mean, Coach Pope is out there grinding, but we're not really seeing anything that would give us to say, okay, we're moving. And while we're moving, we're crawling. We're crawling really, really fast. And I know a lot of people out there really believe in Coach Pope. I'm one of those guys. I think that he can really get it done. But sometimes our faith, as strong as it is, sometimes our faith just says, I need to see something that you're doing to help me say, okay, things are really going in the right direction. Things are really moving. Because we know this is going to be a slow process. And, even boiling noodles, it takes some time sometimes. You can't just put noodles on and just throw the noodles in the hot water and the noodles are done. Sometimes it takes a while. And we all have our favorite recipe that we like to cook. And we understand some of them can go in the oven. Some of them can go in the crock pot. Some of them you can even fix some of them in the microwave. To think that we're having this much trouble getting guys to come to Kentucky, to play basketball, it lets you know that this is a different time and era. And I know NIL has a major thing to do with that. I'll be the first one to say, but to be able to say that we can't even hardly get a guy, we can't even get guys to even come on campus to even look at the program is a sad thing to say because that's just the reality that we're living in currently. Now, I look for that to change here sooner than later, but for right now, as UK fans, we just have to find a way to really be patient and just see how this all unfolds. But I want my spaghetti, and I want it to cook as fast as possible because I need all my ingredients because we need to get back to greatness of Kentucky basketball. And until we can put these special ingredients together, then we don't have a team. And I know that Amari Williams was on campus right now. I saw how they was laying out the red carpet for him. Somebody posted a picture where he didn't really look excited to really be there. But maybe for me, I have to take and look at everything and say to myself, okay, don't look at it with how it actually looks. Maybe he's just not used to. Maybe we all deal with certain things different, and maybe he's just not used to all that attention that he's getting from the fans at BBN. Maybe it's just like, wow, I can't believe that this is happening, and maybe that's just his way of taking it in. But I think it's that time that we're going to have to get some recruits at UK, and I know it's not going to happen necessarily overnight that we're going to build a team, but just not getting really anybody in it is kind of deflating. And sometimes it's easy for us as Kentucky fans to lose our hope, and because we don't see anything. And our natural first state is, what do I see? And if I don't see it, then it's hard for me to get behind it, or it's hard for me to see the end result of what it could be. But we just got to just hold on as Kentucky fans, and we just hope that here and there, Coach Pope can get in there and get some of those pieces that some of the other big time name coaches just wasn't able to get because they just believe in Pope even though they might not truly know him. Hopefully, he can give the correct pitch to them that will allow them to give them the all warm and fuzzy. That if they come to UK, he can take care of them, and we can win some games here at Kentucky, which can have a trickle effect once you get somebody good in that other players know that knowing that I can play with this piece of the puzzle, and that's where we at as fans, and it can be really really discouraging. Um, but as Kentucky fans, the only thing we can do is just sit back and just cross our fingers and hope that Mark Pope and his staff, whoever that truly is, can really bring this thing full circle. And that's putting together a team that can come out and that can compete every single night for Kentucky because it's difficult out there. This transfer portal is deep. This transfer portal is filled with a lot of money. And I mean, we're literally buying a team, and it's no different than anybody else. And just so happen, some other teams have more money than we have, and we always thought Kentucky can go out here and be the top gold standard of college basketball when it comes to NIL. But we've seen that that's just not the case, and it's just this process is definitely not as easy as we would like it to be. But nonetheless, we got to go through it. This is the building stage for Kentucky. We all know it. It's just at times we just really, really want to see. At times we just really, really want to see what's going on behind the scenes and how we can really get this done for sure. Let's see how this is right here. Again, what trouble are we in? What recruits are we missing out on? Sure, Mark has contacted players, but he has only offered a handful. Pope has mistaken contacts with offers. It's this thing about. Did you see the Memphis is getting money possible from FedEx? Exactly. That's my point. Kentucky wants to be the gold standard of college basketball. I need to start using a different phrase than gold standard. We're not in that era no more. I need to get out of that phrase and find something else. But it's Kentucky, and we would hope to be the standard of NIL. You would think we would have the money, but we're not. We can't compete. We can't compete with FedEx. We don't really have anybody. We don't have the Yum Center or whatever. We don't have that backing us, and it's just a few select people who have. KFC needs to help UK. I wish. Hey, why not? That would be KFC, for one thing, is all over the world. I got a KFC right down the street from my house. Um, Clyde, I'm definitely giving him time. I'm not like saying I don't believe in him, Clyde. Clyde says give him time. He just became my coach last Thursday. It's for me, and I'm pretty sure that it's not. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. It's not a matter of not giving him time, because I'm gonna give him time because I understand this is completely rebuilding. I understand, and this is just me talking about. Sometimes it's good to see something to just kind of move us. That lets us know we know we're crawling, and we know this process is going to take a while. But sometimes when you just see things a little bit, when you just see a little bit, it just kind of gives you that sense of relief. Okay, we don't see and we don't understand everything that's going on behind closed doors, but we see things are happening. You know what I'm saying? Some people really don't really care how their car is made. Just as long as you get me my car. I'm ordering a car. Give me my car. I don't really care how you have to make it. Just give me my car and deliver it to my front door. And that's kind of where we at as well. But I definitely know that this is going to take time. I know that this is something that's not going to happen overnight, but it'd be nice to see something. And you know what? It's nothing different than losing weight. People want to lose weight every single day, and you keep working, and then what do? You step on the scale and you don't see anything, and you're angry because I've been working out, I've been eating better, and I'm not seeing any results. So I know that this is going to take a while. I know that this is not something that tomorrow morning we're going to wake up and we're going to have the best team put together, the best staff in the world put together overnight. So I'm patient, but it does look. Let's be real, okay? I'm human, just like you guys, and I love Kentucky. But let's be real. To see something would help a little bit. Plus, Ricky P said he would write a check for coaching. I hope so. I hope that's the case. And that's one of those, and that's one of those cases, Josh, is that we see that Coach Pope said, that Coach Pitino said he would write a check. We see that, or we see that he said it, we heard it, but we don't see that stuff behind closed doors. So is it lip service? Is it really happening? Do we have more NIL money than we putting out, than we announcing? Are they keeping it in house, or really how much we really have? Is that the case? We don't know. Only thing we know is that we live in a world now that we have to pay players to come and play for us, and because we haven't seen any players come, then we start to feel like, it just kind of gives you a moment of it just kind of gives you a moment of pause of saying what is really happening. Is this really going in our favor? Are we really able to go out and recruit players, even if we got to pay them a little money? Because we can't get around it. We can't be upset. We can't be mad about it, because if you want to stay in the game, um, if you want to stay in the recruiting game, you're going to have to pay some people. Now, from what I understand, is Amari Williams, who's on campus right now, he actually has eliminated St. John's, and now he's looking between Kentucky and Mississippi State, if I'm correct. I don't know how that's a no-brainer. I just don't, unless this is the case where I just know that the coach who's at Mississippi State is just more proven than what's at Kentucky. But when you want to be a person that want to come in and be known for someone who can come in and help re uh, rewrite the ship at Kentucky, Amari Williams can be that player, and I hope he chooses Kentucky over Mississippi State. If not, then if a player comes down between Mississippi State and Kentucky, and they choose Mississippi State over Kentucky, it could be many reasons why that is. Probably the main thing is NIL, but it just kind of gives you a moment of pause about what's going on with Kentucky basketball, that we can't even saying that we can't out recruit, and unless Jerry Jones is saying, hey, choose Mississippi State and I help them to give you money as well. That could be true. I find wholesale lack of faith in Pope disturbing. So we just gotta keep believing. We just gotta keep knowing that Pope can get this done. And my belief in Pope is not wavering. I'm human, just like you guys. I'm human, and sometimes we just need to see things move in the right direction to just give us some warm and fuzzy feeling that our guys are out there really trying to doing their best to put together a solid team. And when you see players being added to the team, it gives you that spark that yes, we're going in the right direction. We're getting players. We're doing something right. Coach can recruit. He can go out and he can get players over other teams, and that just kind of gives you either a piggy or a tartan. I know, right? So we just gotta just keep believing in Pope. I sent you something on your text about how many are in the SEC portal. This is a lot. Okay, I look at that. Okay, thanks, Josh. I appreciate that. Arkansas only has one player. Just saying. Oh, absolutely. So Arkansas um, only has one player too, as well. And that's why I say this. It's all about being patient. It really is about being patient. And while myself would like to see something in the out there that's going in the right direction, when you see the other teams, you know, that are not doing as great in the portal as well too, that only has one player, as I think Josh just mentioned, it kind of says, okay, you know what, we're okay. And sometimes it takes a fan to remind another fan that it's going to be okay. And even I need assurance, and even I need to be reminded, hey, big guy, it's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Coach Pope he's got this. Just believe. Every time, just because we don't see something doesn't mean that it's not there. I breathe air every day. I don't see it, but I'm happy that it's there. So I just keep breathing. And that's what we have to do as fans, to just keep coming up. I think even though I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself because I need a pep talk my own self. Because sometimes I can dip a little low, not too low, but I can dip a little low. And when I wake up, it would be good for me to see some positive news. Uh, um, it'd be good if we can see some positive news for sure. But we just look, man. This is Kentucky basketball, and we're going to be okay. I'm talking to myself right now. I'm looking in the camera, and I'm talking to Big Mike. Yo, Big Mike, let me holler at you for a second, big guy. It's gonna be okay. Don't get discouraged. Don't get down. Believe in Coach Polk. They're gonna make it happen. They Mark Fox, Jason Hart, they all guys have been around the game for a long time. These guys know basketball. They're gonna get the right pieces in there, and we're gonna have a product for Kentucky basketball that I feel like it's gonna be okay, Big Mike. Appreciate it. We thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much. Hey, Tyler, thank you. Tyler said it's just going to be okay, Big Mike. Appreciate it. But yeah, we just gotta just keep believing, keep hoping, and just I'm excited. And every day we hold on to whatever we can. We read in the post, we're refreshing our phones every single second just to be able to say what's out there. Is something coming? What's still in the pool. And I have to believe that the people who know what's going on with college basketball and the ones who are not even in the portal yet, which I think the deadline is coming too as well. So these guys, they got to hurry up and get in the portal. So they got to hurry up and wait for their NIL deals to clear or whatever it is. So it's probably going to be more guys who jump in the portal as well. I just would say still no word on Williams, Osprey. My God, taking forever. That's what I'm saying. It's taken at JC. That's for me. That is where I'm at right now, JC Wilder. I'm feeling the same way that you are. Can I just get something? Can I just get some good positive news in some way or form? Please, just help me help you, please. And I think that's pretty much what I want to say. Keep your hope in Coach Pope. I got you, Josh. Absolutely, all the time. So Pope had a 14 when he got to Lexington, Arkansas. Had 0 players when arriving. Fed to hey, there you go. So we got one player that's still nowhere. Anyway, hey, you know what? Something that I wanted to say on here as well, national champions, Thunder over Louisville was another great show in 2024. That's cool right there. I'm glad that turned out to be a good show. Absolutely. I'm glad people enjoyed that for sure. Thunder over Louisville was another great show in 2024. Great showing. All right, Osborne is really good. I hope you really get him for sure, though. Hey, I want to give a shout out to all the women who listen, all the women who follow, all the women who comment, all of this. I don't think women are recognized enough for talking sports. And I just want to give a shout out to all the women out there because I'm gonna tell you right now about the women. Sorry to go in a different direction. My fault for that. I'm just watching the time before I got to get up and go to work, which is really soon. But I just wanted to thunder. I can hear it outside. Just want to give a shout out to all the women because the comments, the knowledge, the ability to talk sports, and I don't want to sound sexist. Like I'm shocked. I don't want to say that, but what I want to say is that I appreciate the women. A lot of women get overlooked for being able to talk basketball because on my Facebook page I have a lot of women, and when I post in other groups, a lot of women comments, and I'm just blown. I don't want to use the word blown away because then I have to say I'm blown away by women. I mean by men too as well. But I'm astonished that women don't get the credit of talking sports enough. And I really enjoy. I really enjoy when I get women who comment because what they have to say needs to be recognized. It needs to be acknowledged, and I want to be one of the ones who actually say thank you. Thank you for your knowledge of the game. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I look at the numbers, the analytics of my show, and who's doing what, and unfortunately there's a huge disparity between men and women when it comes to talking sports and when it comes to following shows or being recognized and being noticed. But I want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys just as much as I appreciate anyone because it doesn't matter who you are or whatever. If you're a fan of Kentucky, if you're a fan of sports, then you okay with me and I like you. And I just wanted I've been wanting to put that out and say that because that's so vital, that we recognize women for being able to have a voice in sports, and we should not look over it just because it seems to be a male dominant thing, and not to really get political or anything like that. I don't want that to be that. My apologies if that sounds like that, but I'm sorry. I know a lot of people who are married. I know a lot of people who are married who are able to sit down with their wives and just have great conversations about sports, and it blows my mind that enough women are not recognized and their comments are not put forward, for whatever reason, because it seems to be a male dominant thing. But women, I applaud you, all of you, and thank you so much for the comments and following. I really appreciate it a lot. And you guys help make my show what it is today, and I appreciate you. So thank you guys once again. Sorry to come on here and talk about a recipe. I hope that didn't sound crazy. I am curious. I am curious to hear what's your favorite dish to cook. What do you enjoy cooking the most, and are you good at it? Are you like would eat your food? I guess that's for sure. But I like to hear what. I kept it easy with spaghetti because not many people can mess up spaghetti. Just put some meat on, put some noodles on, throw your sauce in there, little seasoning, and you can eat spaghetti, and it's good to go. But emasculated at times when the wife makes three times more than you. Yeah, they do. I'm married to a company executive, a little emasculated at times when the wife. Could I hold on for a second? I got to put that up for a second. I'm not sure is that that is B99. Let me see if I can put that up right here. I got to put this up because I think that's pretty funny. He said, "Yeah, they do. I'm married to a company executive, a little emasculated at times when the wife makes three times more than you." Hey, man, just support. You know what I mean? Hey, if you gotta wash the dishes today, wash the dishes. If you gotta sweep the floor, sweep the floor. If you gotta make the bed up, dude. Hey, it is what it is. I like to say, just ride the tail. Just ride it on out into the wind. You're good. You're my man, though. I appreciate it. I thought that was pretty funny. So we thank you guys so much. But hey, thank you guys. I'm on my way to work. I appreciate each one of you guys for cabbage rolls and lasagna. Also, what? Oh, different. Okay, Kentucky Fried Cardinals. Here we go. Just heard David Sisk says Amari to UK all but England. Yeah, yeah, baby. I like to cook pork chops. I do too. Pork chops is good. How do you cook your pork chops, Matt? Do you put them on the stove? Do you put them in the grill? Do you put them on the what's the name? How do you guys fix it? But I appreciate all you guys. I look forward to seeing your comments as far as what you like to cook the most, and how frustrated is it to you when you go to cook it and you don't have all your ingredients and you got to go to the store and hope that the ingredients that you need, smoked pork shoulder. Woo! If you in VA, give me a call. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there on the grill. So let's do it, man. Thank you guys once again. I'm the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Thank you guys. Hey, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and just thank you guys for making my show a success. And we together as a group are shaking bacon. I helped onion powder. Okay, all right, I see it. I tell you what, who is that? Go Cats, 1970. Some of that smoked shoulder. Ooh-wee! Look, that sounds good. I'm in a Muslim country, so we don't have access to pork that easy. So you gotta know somebody to get it. Just don't get caught with it outside. You can't even ride down the road with it. So when you get pork, peanut butter and jelly, that's me too. When you get pork as an American, you make sure that you get in your pork, you put it in your car, and you're going straight home. Don't stop. Don't pull over. Don't just hang out. You get your pork and you go home and you put it behind closed doors. So don't do it. Please don't. Appreciate all you guys. Catch. Let's get busy and let's see if we can get some recruits in here smuggling, smuggling in pork. Absolutely. When you get your pork, you got to keep it Absolutely. So that's smuggling in pork. You got to be creative. You got to be creative when you're not at home, and you got to just make this Pope allowed to eat pork. Sure. Oh, well, well. If we looking, Tyler, if we're looking on a what's the name, then we can say to ourselves, pork for a Catholic, Pope Catholic. Then, from my understanding, Catholics eat pork all the time. So I'm not. I can't really clarify that. What's in the glove box, sir? I know, right? Nothing at all. So thank you guys. I appreciate all you guys joining in once again. I'm probably gonna be late for work, but I don't care. I'll be okay. Just send me home. I'll be good. Thank you guys once.